Welcome to the Professional Rule Breaker Podcast. I'm your host, Kathy Walterhouse. This show is special for entrepreneurs that are ready to break through barriers and just have the success that they want and that they deserve. And today we're diving into a topic in this Ninja Pocket series that I know every single entrepreneur, regardless of experience, if you have a ton of experience or if you're just starting out, you have dealt with this sometime. It is fear and doubt, the dream stealers in sales and in business. Now, there's no secret that fear and doubt can cripple your ability to succeed in sales and to succeed in your business because you have this fear of rejection or a fear of failure. There's studies that show that there's a staggering 85% of sales professionals experience some level of fear or anxiety when it comes to selling. And that's from the Harvard Business Review. I do know that to be a fact. I have a friend that is in the insurance business, and she tells me that sales professionals are the number one group of folks that are on some sort of anti-anxiety type of drug. And I'm sure entrepreneurs fall into that same exact boat. But here's the thing. If you conquer your fear, it can lead to the next level success. So research has shown from Sales Hacker that entrepreneurs that can overcome their fear and their doubt in sales show a 47% increase in their success rate. Imagine if you were able to increase your business and your success 47%. That would make it so different for you. Probably the attitude that you have about what you're doing, the enjoyment that you're having, and of course, the revenue that you are generating. So I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, so how can I conquer this fear and doubt when it comes to sales? So I just want to mention our sponsor today, because if you are looking for healthier and safer products that don't have all the toxic ingredients, go to switchaway.com/rule breaker, and one of my friends will help you out. So I'm going to talk about 3 key strategies that I think if you just implement these very, very simple strategies, I think it's going to make a big difference for you. So number 1 is actually part of one of the pillars that I teach. It is something that I call an about face. I want you to do an about face. I want you to stop focusing on yourself, and I want you to start focusing on the customer. I want you to stop worrying about what it is that you do is perceived or whether or not you're going to actually have a sale. So when you genuinely focus on your customer and solving the problems of your customer, I'm going to promise you the fear will dissipate. All of a sudden, you will just be more settled. You'll be able to think clear. You'll be able to listen, which is so important when it comes to sales. And you're going to become more confident in your abilities. And if you want any type of help just with this simple thing, or if you want to talk about strategies at all, you can go to my website at theprofessionalrulebreaker.com/strategy-session. And you can get a free 20-minute session with me, and I will work with you wherever it is that you want help in. All right, so point number 2, or strategy number 2, focus on the goal of being in service, helping your customer, and completely detach yourself from the outcome. I know revenue is really important, but if you go in there with only the intention, I got to close this client, I need money, I got to get this sale, your head's not going to be in the right place. If you focus solely on your goal of being really service to your customer and helping them go from pain over to what it is that they need, the pleasure that they need, the outcome that they need, everything will change for you. When you work on the progress towards the goal, the fear of rejection, the fear of failure will be gone. You free yourself to perform your best. And just remember, every no leads to a yes. Every no gives you experience. Every no makes you more comfortable. Every no that you let roll off your shoulders will help you get to your next level. All right, number 3, take action despite your fear. Don't let not knowing everything or waiting to have it all perfect really just stop you. You just have to take action. I mean, it's really one of the most important things for you to do is to take action, even if you have this big fear or doubt. I mean, it's natural to feel afraid. And courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action in spite of it. I'll just give you a little bit of a story about one of the times I was still really new in sales, and I had set this appointment with this big fish. And I remember sitting in the car thinking to myself, I can't go in. I'm scared to death. My hands were on the steering wheel, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll call him, tell him I'm not feeling well or something like that. I literally made myself take a deep breath and then pulled my hands off the steering wheel, made myself march in there and met with a customer. I didn't know what on earth I was doing, but guess what? This customer ended up being one of the largest customers I've ever had, because I was willing, first off, to go in there, no matter how petrified I was. Secondly, I was willing to go in there and listen. And thirdly, I was willing to go in there and ask him questions and dig a little bit. And he realized that I had the best intentions. I was coming from the heart. I was coming from a place of service. And not only did we form one heck of a partnership, but not only did he help tremendously grow my sales and the sales of the company that I work for, that eventually, because of this, went public. But because I worked with him and we became such great partners, that company also was able to grow so much that they were able to become public as well. So you just don't know what effect having courage will make. You could make a big difference in your life and make a big difference in someone else's life. So, with that thought, I just want to wrap up this Pocket Ninja episode of the Professional Rule Breaker Show. I want you to remember, fear and doubt may always be part of the journey, but you don't have to let it dictate the outcome. By focusing on the customer, by really embracing the progress and taking action despite your fear and your doubt, you really can achieve unparalleled success. Remember that uncomfortable feeling of fear and doubt. If you keep on going and you take action, your next level is right there for you, your next level of success. So take your great skills that you have and go out there and make a difference. It's like throwing a stone in the stream and making a big difference in the world. So I want to thank you again for joining me in this pocket ninja episode of the Professional Rule Breaker. Remember, I am here as a resource. So go to the Professional Rule Breaker podcast and go to the professionalrulebreaker.com website. And we are all here to help you make a big difference in this world.